So my name is Luis, and today I'll be speaking about the topic of obesity. Though throughout the years and throughout the decades, we have had the improvement in technology that has given us access to more nutritional foods like vegetables and fruits. But yet with this advancement, why do we still have this issue of obesity that we face here, especially here in the United States? I think the major reason why we do is because we tend to have a lack of knowledge of what exactly obesity is and the possible implications that arise from such disorder. Uh, that's why today I would like to talk to you guys about what exactly obesity is, the possible health implications, and give you some statistical facts of how the USA compares to the rest of the world, and give you some possible solutions to such problem. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is what exactly obesity is. So according to the medical news today, obesity is a medical condition that occurs when a person has excess weight or body fat that might affect their health. So what exactly leads to obesity, you may ask? So obesity may lead from many different things, but the major causes is a very unhealthy food diet, very lack of overeating, and lack of exercise. So I'd like to show you guys this chart that I have here by the National Institute of Diabetes and the Institute of Kidney Disease. We can see that in this chart that says more than 1 in every 3 adults in America are obese, which is equals up to 37.2%, as we can see at this bottom of this chart. This chart also shows the different ethnicities. We have on the top of the board, we have the non-Hispanic whites, we have the non-Hispanic blacks, we have Hispanics, and then we have non-Hispanic Asians. But the most important one here is adults in general at 37.7%. I think the major reason why we do have a very high point of diabetes here, or not diabetes, of obesity here in the United States is because we do tend to eat a lot more and eat a larger portions of food. According to a report by the USDA, that the average American has eaten 20% more in the year 2000 than they did in 1983. So as we can see from the report, that we're eating a lot more each and every year, which can lead to being overweight, which eventually leads to obesity. Also, we do have a lack of exercise, which also is a cause of obesity. If we're not getting the proper exercise we're supposed to get each and every week, we're not going to be able to burn off those calories that we consume and put into our bodies every day. Even by a report by the CBSN, estimates that nearly 80% of Americans tend not to receive the requirements of their exercise they're supposed to receive each and every week. So we want to compare the USA to the Europe. When we put these two in perspective, we can see that the UK has a 24.4% of adult obesity prevalence, doubling since the 1980s. This is according to the HuffPost. Obviously, the USA doesn't stand up to these standards, obviously, because the USA is at 37.7%. But the 13% that we have difference from isn't in a good position. We are in a very deep hole when it comes to having people obese. I think the major cause of this reason is because obviously the lack of nutritional food. Obviously, if we were to go to a fast food chain, we would see that we would have the items on the menu tend to be junk food, unhealthy food. We don't see many healthy foods on the menu. So I want to show you guys a quick video that kind of summarizes some of the information I talked about.
Obesity costs this country about $150 billion a year, or almost 10% of the national medical budget. Approximately 1 in 3 adults and 1 in 6 children are obese. Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death attributable to heart disease, cancer, and diabetes.
As you can see from this video, obviously it talks about some of the stuff I talked about already, about having 1 of every 3 adults in America have obesity, and also 1 of every 6 children are obese, which isn't a very good number to have, especially out of 1 of every 3. There's 6 of us here, so 2 of us out of this 6 of us right here could possibly have obesity. You just never know. So I want to talk to you guys about some health implications that arise from being obese. You do run that risk of having heart disease, obviously high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. Obviously these arise from overeating, not watching what you consume, and all that. But according to a report by the Public Health Organization, obesity is linked to the rising USA rates of dozens of chronic illnesses, conditions, including diabetes, heart disease, and cancer that I mentioned just now. Some possible solutions to this problem could be getting a bit more exercise in, obviously watching what you eat. The little things matter, obviously. If instead of taking the elevators, take the stairs, obviously, you wanna try to eat a little bit healthier food such as broccoli, peas, cut out that junk food, chips, soda, pizza. Don't try to consume those, try to consume as little as possible. You would want to get a little bit more exercise each and every day. Buy yourself a pair of running shoes, go outside for a jog, go for a walk every day, at least 30 minutes. Get yourself 3 hours in a week. Those little things matter, you just try to keep your health up, try not to consume as much junk food, keep yourself motivated. But honestly, this is some of the stuff that we should all know. But if you didn't, hopefully you learned something today about what obesity is, some of the health implications that arise from it, and hopefully you do a little bit more research about this topic so you know what to watch out for yourself and have a better lifestyle for the rest of the future. Thank you for listening, and that's going to be it.